Yo, what's up guys? I've got a lot of new things for 2025. I want to get into one of the first things because I'm getting ready to take a trip, and so I need to do it today, and I wanted to get a video out while I'm doing this. Like, I'm gonna do an unbox, I'm gonna do an install, and I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. Kuat Pivot V2 swing rack. Yeah, that's everything that's in the box. So I'm gonna get it put together, and I'm gonna take you outside while we put it on the van, and I'll tell you why that I chose this, and a lot more new things for 2025. So stay tuned for this video. Watch all the way to the end, and you'll see what's going on. All right, let's tighten this thing up here. Let's try this again. All right, we're gonna add a little blue Loctite to each one of these. I'll also probably pull this back out and put blue Loctite on it. Once I get it all done, I want to make sure that everything lines up first. I know these pieces, these bolts will be just fine here. So, and it comes with an out wrench to tighten it up. Got those. All right, let's go out and put it on the van and see how it fits. All right, this should be pretty simple install, just like any other hitch accessory. So we're going to It is cold outside, so I got gloves on. Get the hole lined up. All right, now I'm going to use a temporary pin. Kuat did send a locking pin with it. I'm going to use that actually on the bike rack, and I'm going to reach out to them and see if I can get a second one so I can have one on here and the one on the rack that have matching keys. So I only have to carry one key, which will be very helpful. So I'm just going to do this for right now because I do have another locking pin on the way. And then just like any other of the Kuat rack, you just use this Allen wrench. Tighten that in place. I had an extension on here before to get any racks out past the bumper on the Ford Transit here, so this is exciting that this is now my extension, and it doesn't like stand out like a sore thumb. So yeah, that's very inconspicuous. Now I need to cut that zip tie off and get this off and open up and check out the swing, and then I'll put a bike rack on it and see how the bike rack looks and fits, and we'll go from there. Then I'll tell you why I picked this and why you should too. Check the action out. So we're gonna pull that, and so awesome. That's what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna put the bike rack on. The bike's gonna be there. Okay, so as you can see, the rack swings out to just a good 90-degree angle, and I need to be able to open my door up, and hopefully I should be able to open it to right there, because I do keep bikes inside, which is why I got the swing rack. I have been using, a lot of people have asked me this, I have been using Kuat's cheapest rack, which I'll be honest with you, I've had it for like 4 years, and it has not come off my van unless I've used it somewhere else. And that thing is held up like a champ. But a lot of people are like, hey, why, if you got the most expensive bikes out there, why do you carry a cheap bike rack? And the reason is because that's the only rack I could use and open this door up. So let's put the bike rack on it and see what it looks like. Now, this is what it looks like. It is actually out quite a bit further than what I've had on there before, but that's going to be fine. I've never had any trouble hitting anything with the van. And the reason that I have this rack right here is this holds 4 bikes. It can hold 2 or 4. I'll take this off, put the other piece on. But I am going to upgrade to the Kuat Piston Pro, and it should fit a little bit more snug on here, but this is what I got for now, because I do actually keep a lot of bikes on the inside, and I want to do that more. So this is why I got this swing rack, is because I don't like longer trips with the bikes on the outside. I can fit 3 or 4 bikes on the inside, The bike rack makes it convenient for doing like shuttling or just quick trips to my local park. So I do want to have the rack on there, but I don't actually use it all the time. And it's been kind of a pain in the butt getting the bikes out of the back. This rack itself doesn't work without any kind of swing. When I open the door up, it hits the rack. Doesn't matter what position it's in. Same thing, I had the Velocirack on here, which is my favorite rack to hold the most amount of bikes. However, I can only open my doors up a couple inches. So that didn't work. This was the solve. Using the Kuat products together is probably the best idea. I was going to use the Velocirack, but I've talked to Velocirack and Kuat, and it's not a good idea to put that on this because the Velocirack is so much heavier. Let's open the swing first, because this is how it's going to be most of the time. There, click the thing, swing it open, it locks into place. Now let's open the door up and see where it comes to. And so the door does open up enough for me to get the bike out of the pack, but it looks like it's going to be more convenient for me to put the rack down like that. That'll give me a little bit more space for the door to lock into place. Like, this is exactly how I wanted it. I've actually done my research over the last couple of years to see what would be the best thing. I've tried different bike racks. The only other option that I found out there that would hold like the Velocirack, there is a brand that makes a spare tire swing like this for Jeeps, but it's like $2,000. So you have the price of $2,000 plus the price of the Velocirack. You're at almost $3,000 for a bike rack. That's just too much. This is gonna be the best way to do it. Let's test this out and see what happens next. But if you stuck around this long, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thanks for joining on the video. I have a lot more news coming up for 2025. I know I've been missing for most of 2024, and I will have a video update on why that happened. And yeah, let's just get on to the rest of 2025. Tomorrow, we're headed down to Windrock, and that's why I wanted to get this on now, make the video now, because I want to use it at Windrock tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow.